before the turn of the new century. Some 20,000 people lived transient lives, drifting on the coastal waters off East China. From the womb to the tomb, their existence confined to simple, cramped boats called sampans. Today, they have all been relocated to houses on the shore. After 2 decades of living ashore, Zhang Zhengzai's former sampan home, the traditional residence of his people, the Tanka, is now just a distant memory and one he barely misses.
我不敢回想以前的生活，真的，我一家6口人，吃喝拉撒都在一条14平方的床上，粪都是用泥土补就那个床的粪，浪一来打一下，这个粪土掉掉，海水就进来，台风一来，我们的生命谁可都没有掉。
The Tanka hail mainly from Ningde, home to the longest stretch of coastline in Fujian province. Once called the Gypsies of the Sea, the Tanka were prohibited from going ashore or even marrying those living on dry land right up until the founding of New China. However, even then, because of poverty, only a few Tanka chose to settle on land. Deeply concerned about the living conditions of the Tanka, she, who was then secretary of the Communist Party of China to Ningde, was determined to help them. At his urging, funds were soon allocated to build them new homes. But in 1998, when she, who was by this time deputy party chief of the province, visited the community, the new homes stood empty. Confused, he boarded a sampan.
我父亲接他到我们床很矮，有一种书记还弯着腰到我们床里去。他问我父亲：“你们为什么不搬上岸去住呢？”因为我们是移民，没有土地，也无法生活。
Efforts to rehome the Tanka had first begun in the 1960s, and she wasn't going to fail as others had before him. A few months after speaking with the fishers, she presided over a meeting focusing on the Tanka and prioritized their well-being. Later, the province introduced policies to support their transition to life on dry land. In just 3 years, over 4,000 new residences in 65 relocation communities were built in Fujian. New home for more than 19,000 Tanka.
我们上岸那一天，我们一家人一个晚上都没睡觉，特别辛苦，特别兴奋，感觉我们全人都很激动。有电灯，有自来水，政府送给我们煤气灶。我一上岸，这个船就给我拆掉了。我不想再去海上。
A year after Zhang and his family moved into their new home, she came to visit the community. But on this occasion, for the first time, he visited them settled on dry land.
习主席到我家，他问我，自从搬上岸住下来，住得习惯吗？我就回答说，搬上来养点海参，做点小生意。习主席跟我握个手，拍拍我的肩膀说：“小兄弟，身体很壮，搬上来住下来要好好的干。”
The new communities have all the trappings of modern, comfortable lives: lighting, electricity, and TV coverage. The people have jobs in businesses such as aquaculture and fisheries. And accessible medical care ensures people live longer, healthier lives. Hardly any of the Tanka had attended university before 2000. But the new homes also saw new opportunities for the community and a new start for future generations. The drifting community has finally been pulled back from the coastal waves and, more importantly, from the edge of poverty. Years later, in 2019, Xi Jinping, already the Chinese president, heard from the Tanka once again.
习近平总书记到我们福建代表团参加审议，我当时坐在总书记的对面，向总书记汇报了连家船民上岸了，住进了新楼，找到了致富的门路，人均收入达到了2万元。总书记听了之后说很高兴，脱贫关键是找到了致富的门路。
Throughout his political career, Xi has championed the benefits of relocation to alleviating poverty. In China's battle against poverty, many people across the country, like the Tanka, have benefited from being relocated. At least 9.6 million formerly underprivileged people started fresh lives in new homes over the past decade. Winning the people's hearts and minds is the top priority for a political party who should solve real problems for the people and help those in need. Xi Jinping always puts the people first.